Thanks for listening. This podcast is proudly brought to you by OG Haulage. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share it with a mate.
Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Welcome back to Get Outdoors with Drew and Cam. How are you this week, mate?
Really good, buddy. You?
Yeah. Oh, ticking along.
Just ticking along,
Just
mate.
ticking
I got
along.
everyone saying to me now, people go, how you going, Drew? I'm like, yeah, ticking along. Oh, that's what Cam says. I'm like, yeah, I know.
I can't help myself.
You can't.
Nah.
You can't.
What's
How's
been-
your week going, dude?
Oh, no.
Let's go there first.
Let's go there first. Big one, just finished shift. So body's still in night shift mode, of course.
Oh, so we'll be here till 12 o'clock then.
Maybe. Well, I've still got to drive home yet.
Yeah, but I got to get up at 4:30, so.
No, all good. Yeah, no, mate, I've had a lot of running around week prior before I got back on shift. So
Yep.
been out chasing bioluminescent fungi.
How do you shoot that?
You don't, with a,
Well, you
with
gold
a
pen
camera.
for it? Is that what you're
With a
talking about?
camera.
Ah, right.
But the problem is, I'm an adventurous sort of fella, definitely not a photographer.
No. Mate, for the listener that doesn't know what it is, fill us in. Give us a science lesson, mate.
Well, the science lesson, I had to stand there. I've got a video that I'll post up when I've done this.
Yeah.
But just because we know I'm really useless with names and pronunciation.
Hey, you got
Bioluminescence.
bioluminescent fungi.
It's been running through my mind. I've been searching.
You've been
this stuff.
practicing it,
I've
haven't
been
you?
no, I've been practicing that, but I've been looking up all this stuff. So that's front of mind. But the
So really it's just fungi that glows in the dark.
so it's a fungi called a ghost mushroom.
Yep.
This video I have that I'll upload is me actually pronouncing the scientific name.
Okay.
And I think it took me like 5 or 6 takes
Yep.
to try and get it right. So, these are ghost mushrooms. So you go out during the daylight hours,
Yeah.
which my darling wife I coaxed her to come from an adventure with me.
Awesome.
So we ended up in Mount Worth State Park.
Yeah.
So that's the place I go to for fungi. It's very damp, big shaded gullies in a mountain ash forest.
Yep.
Perfect conditions, perfect place.
Nice.
So cruising along, you're looking for the ghost mushrooms there. It's actually the underside of the mushroom in the veins part that glows at night.
Seriously?
Yeah, it was really weird. Like I found one on the track when we were out walking.
Yeah. Why do they call them a ghost mushroom?
I'm not too sure why they're called. They are that white, creamy looking colour.
Yeah.
I have some photos and videos that I'll post up with all this sort of stuff. So it's these fungi, they grow near dead trees, stumps, stuff like that. So
Yep.
while we're out with the wife, I'm hunting around every fallen tree I came across on the side of the track, all sorts of stuff like that, looking for these fungi.
Yep.
Like I said, I found the one on the track that was over a fallen log. Took photos of them, put them up into one of the fungi pages, just confirming that this is a ghost mushroom, this is what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
I had a fella point out to me that the darker the spot in the centre of them, they're like a cup almost at the top.
Right.
So the darker the spot, the more past their prime for their glow that they actually are.
Okay.
Something else I learnt was they actually glow brighter after the rain, which is...
After it rains.
Yeah, I don't know if it's
righto.
them taking the moisture in or how that works.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've been having a little bit of a run around with this stuff, but trying to find them was the main part.
Yeah,
so
right.
I've managed to come across those. There's been a few posted to the Aurora pages on Facebook at the moment too. A lot of other people have been out photographing them.
Righto.
Like I said, they're photographers. I'm not.
Yep.
So yeah, I ended up it was a couple of Ks. We ended up doing a few circuits. So we ended up going past the falls that the wife was bitterly disappointed about because it's really
Just a
dry.
trickle?
It's just water running over a rock. Hey, come with me. I'll take you to the other falls. And guess what? It was just more water running over a rock.
That's always the way, isn't it?
That is, but hey, that's how it goes. So we ended up doing the big loop and coming back towards the car park. On our walk back to the car park, though, we almost ended up on top of a tiger snake that I didn't see.
Oh, yeah.
So
Big
look,
nope rope.
he was as startled as we were when he took off a foot in front of our feet where we'd stepped.
Oh, boy.
So he was out on the grass up on top of the ridge sunbaking, and he just turned and went straight for the scrub.
Yep.
And I sort of just put my arm around the wife and sort of, stop, don't move any further forwards.
Yep.
Yeah. But it's the closest I've been for a while to actually stepping on one.
Yeah.
But yet again, personal locator beacons in the bag, snake bite kits in the bag, first aid kit. So we had all that stuff.
Just going to ask you that.
Yep.
Did you have all the gear?
That is always with me whenever I leave the car. So, but yeah, getting back to the bioluminescent fungi. So we ended up going out. It was around Easter. So we'd been out, seen the in-laws for the day, left the two older kids and headed home. And I said on the way home to the wife, I'm going to make a break for it tonight and see if I can get up there and actually photograph this bioluminescent mushroom that I found.
Yeah.
Drive the 45 minutes to get to the park, start hiking in the 2 and a bit Ks into where I needed to get to, under headlamp, in the wind.
Yeah.
That's the part I didn't tell the wife about.
Yep.
It was pretty windy up top. Got into where this mushroom was, all excited, climbed over the log it was in front of, and here it is destroyed on the track. And my heart sunk.
No way.
And I stood there and went, crap, I've come all this way for this.
It's been ripped up.
And it's just been destroyed by like a lyrebird or something's come through, scratching the area up.
Oh, stink.
And my heart sunk. So I stood there, turned the headlamp off and just went, this is just disappointing. And as my eyes adjusted, it wasn't disappointing because I'd seen another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clumps of them all start to glow through all the undergrowth.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's just this light, like, you know, the old adhesive stickers you had on your roof as a kid that glowed in the dark?
When you had the roof light on,
Yeah.
they recharged.
And then mum and dad just decided to paint over them instead of taking them off. And you get that little dull glow.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like.
Yeah, right.
These mushrooms were just glowing everywhere. And I'm like, holy hell, I found a big cluster of them off seeing one.
Wow.
So then I
That's
stood
awesome.
there just braving the leeches and mozzies because they were relentless up there.
Yep.
So we ended up, I've tried, the problem was too, tripods don't work for these things because they're so close to the ground. So I was trying to use those new apps on my phone for adjusting my iOS and everything like that. And I went, hang on, let's just see how we go with just the auto nighttime setting on an iPhone.
Yeah.
And with my headlamp off completely, I could actually activate that up to 30 seconds. So I propped my phone on a stick as the tripod to angle it up off the ground, half burying my phone in the leaf litter and stuff. And managed to get some awesome photos of this bioluminescence.
That is awesome, mate.
The ironic thing was actually messaging you about it while I was standing there looking at these mushrooms.
Yep.
So
you told me about it, and all I remember reading was, that's another one ticked off my bucket list.
Yes, it was. That's the thing. I've seen the Aurora australis.
Yep.
And then the bioluminescence is another thing that I'm sort of hunting. I've become that weird nighttime person. So
Nothing wrong with that, dude. That's like harmless good fun.
Oh, mate, the only one I've got left to really tick off now would be the bioluminescence in the water.
Well, we actually caught some of that at the prom.
Yep.
Oops, sorry about that.
Oh, ding.
The last time we were up at the prom and we were there at night, we turned all the lights off and just had a look, and it actually rolled in with the very edge of the water.
Yep.
It was insane.
Yeah, it needs that agitation to get it to activate.
To get it to activate up, yeah. So I think the mushrooms will be up there. That's probably another thing Viv would love to see.
It's that whole getting out and finding them too. Like, I've photographed mushrooms because I think they're cool and little fungi and stuff like that.
Yep.
To me, that's just a bit of fun. And
well, I mean, that's another aspect of getting outdoors, isn't it?
Well,
really,
you look at it's on top of all the research.
Yep.
It was a day trip with the wife out for a walk.
Yep. Just
having a look around. And I can tell you what, Mount Worth State Park, it's not a big park, but it does not disappoint. The areas that you're in, you're hunting around in the wet gully, so there are leeches, there are mozzies.
You get the whole experience.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
I had the whole experience.
Everyone's
the hole
trying to
inside
suck
of my
the
hip,
blood out of you.
the hole in my hip where one was caught under my belt that I didn't realise. So, yeah, but I mean, to get up there and do it in the dark and like walking out, you're walking along and you just hear a stick snap beside your head and you turn your head and you're face to face with a little ringtail possum just sort of staring at you going, where'd you come from? So
That's epic.
yeah, I mean, it was
It
great.
gives you a bit of everything, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. Getting back to the car park, like I know there's plenty of deer up there. Walking past the little rotunda, there's a bit of a grassy area.
Yep.
Just scan over there out of curiosity with the headlamp, and here's a fellow deer. Jesus, that's bright.
Oh, nice.
So I watched that thing run off as well.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean,
You're really getting into this and immersing yourself in nature, aren't you?
mate, like we know I don't sit still. But yeah, to get out there and actually see it, you're hunting for that purpose. And
Yeah. But you're seeing things most people don't see.
a lot of people won't see this sort of stuff in their lifetime, unfortunately. So, look, I'm going to keep trying to find different clusters. I've got this spot marked now,
Yep.
so I can go back. So the best times are sort of that early autumn,
Yeah.
that March, April, they reckon, and then later in the year as well.
Is it because they've still got a bit of warmth in them and then they put the water in them and then they
Yeah, I think
glow from there?
I think
or
so.
Being
Like,
the seasonal side of things?
I've spent most of my time sort of predominantly hunting down the locations that they're going to be,
Yep.
not so much why they're there.
Well,
unfortunately.
there's your next Google mission. Why do they glow?
They glow because of the bioluminescence that they create. It's not, and that's the thing too. It's not like the water where the algae's the glow.
Yep.
The glow is actually produced from the mushroom inside the mushroom,
Okay.
but it is only the veiny side that comes up under the hood that really glows
I'd like to know why they glow.
because of bioluminescence.
Yeah, but why do they have a bioluminescence? What is their purpose for glowing?
To have people go in the dark and take photos of.
You know what? That wouldn't surprise me.
Mate, I do not know.
It's like the question of why do we have mosquitoes? Wouldn't you think Noah would have smacked them the first night he was in the ark?
Nah, they would have hidden. It's like ticks, mate. The ticks are there. Unfortunately, there's something you just have to deal with in certain parts.
Well, that's it. But why do they exist? You think by now we'd kill them all.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like the flies. The flies annoy the buggery out of you around summer.
True.
But you think about what the flies and the maggots actually do for the ecosystems.
Well, that's it. When we went to Vietnam on our honeymoon, we were cruising around and there was women on the sides in stretchers on the side of the road cutting up meat. And it would sit there all day. And I said to Viv at the time, do you notice one thing that's different? She's like, what's that? I said, there's no flies. She went, what? I said, there's no flies. Not one in Vietnam. And I went, whoa, it was weird.
Yeah.
From what we have in Australia, you know, you get one warm day and then a slight shower and you've got bazillions of flies trying to carry you away.
Yeah.
To a country like that does everything outdoors and there's not a fly to be seen.
And they have the mozzies though, don't they?
No, not well. They might have out in the jungle.
I was going to say because the amount of water sitting in rice paddies, surely that would be a permanent breeding ground. But I guess they have fish in there too, don't
Never
they?
swatted a mozzie.
Wowzers!
Never shoot a fly. Never swatted a mozzie.
Yeah.
Might be different now. I don't know, but yeah, never had a problem. That's what I find really weird.
It is a weird thing. I took Rid with me.
Yeah,
with all the intentions of going, these mozzies are going to do my head in.
yeah.
And I was reluctant to put it on, just in case I encountered something walking back out with the wind over my
and it
back.
catches you. Yeah, at least you get a shot of that.
Because I'm always trying to take photos and videos of stuff now. So
that's it.
yeah, but I mean, look, if you're willing to have a go at it,
Yeah,
going out to photograph this stuff, like I said, I used an iPhone 14 and a stick. That's realistically what I used.
Yep.
I did do some time lapses of the drive up and the walk in. Now, I'm a bit of a fan of the time lapse. I reckon they look all right.
Yeah.
But the problem is time lapsing your walk. I cannot master that.
You do a 10-minute walk, it comes up as like 3 seconds.
Oh, no.
Zzzt,
Yeah,
there.
but it was just a blur.
Yeah.
It's just a blur looking
Yeah,
through a headlamp.
The height of you and the way you walk
There's
makes sense to me.
the height thing is... Now, I can tell you what, mate, Mount Worth State Park, the taller you are, the slower you go.
Really?
Yep.
Just a lot of overgrown brush.
Brush.
There's a lot of brush, bro.
Hey, brew.
Brush.
It's all the tree ferns.
Yep.
When we were up there, the wife was complaining a little bit. Not that she's scared of spiders, but the amount of spider webs across the track.
Oh, yeah.
And then I said to her when I got home, you know how you were concerned about the spider webs and that annoys you? you should see it when they've got the big dirty orb spiders sitting in the middle of them
Yeah, man.
at night, and you're just steamrolling along this track trying to get in to see
Yep.
if a mushroom is glowing.
We've got an orb spider in the backyard
Yeah.
that sets up on dusk, and in the morning it's gone again.
Yeah.
And I took the dog out the other night and walked through it to throw some compost in the compost bin. Man, that stuff's like walking through fishing wire.
Yeah, we used to get them in the vineyards.
Far out.
Yeah, and the big golden orbs would be walking up your arm. You just take them off and throw them over the next row at the next
Yep.
person.
I'm surprised. This thing's huge.
Yeah, they are.
Body
They're a
on it,
big spider.
like bigger than a huntsman on
Yeah.
a body, shorter legs. But yeah, you look at the thing out in the backyard. When it gets dark tonight, I'll show you.
Yeah.
Huge, dude.
When I visited my parents' place the other week,
Yep.
they've got one out the front, and he builds off like their carport to their house and
Yeah.
anchors it down the bottom of
Yes.
this. Mum came out all, don't walk through it, don't go near it, don't park there, walk around that side, come around.
Oh, she's protecting
Oh,
it.
she's protective of this little golden orb spider.
Yeah, right.
It's the big hexagon
Yes.
style
Yes.
web. Yeah. And it's an amazing thing to see.
Dude, it's insane.
But try and take photos of them, doesn't work.
Oh,
I've tried
think
with
the
the-
wifey got a couple, but
With the nighttime action
Yeah,
on
yeah,
my
yeah.
camera, they move too much during the dark. When it's dark, they're moving all the time.
yeah, they're spinning their web as quick as they can.
And that's the problem. He's constantly moving, and I'm trying to hold image still.
I didn't realise they re-ingest it,
Yeah, they eat it, and yeah,
redo it. I'm
Yep.
like, whoa, this blows my mind.
yeah. Speaking of the whole photography side of things,
Go.
people might have noticed too that I'm trying to share a bit more on our stories as well.
Yeah.
So I've just shared recently a fella that was out to try and photograph a numbat.
Oh, chasing the numbats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I figured I'll start putting up random animals, birds,
Yeah.
all sorts of stuff that we can find on Instagram.
Yep.
And it's somebody else that's doing this stuff all the time.
That's it. We're trying to encourage people to get off the couch. It might actually encourage someone else to have a crack, or
Yeah.
they've seen one, or
Like I said, I've always said I'm an adventurer, not a photographer.
we need to encourage people to find the dirty big black cat that lives around Listerfield. You know the story, the puma.
Oh, mate, look. This is where you and I'll go different directions. As a hunter, with the amount of trail cameras I run out in the bush, and you multiply that by the amount of licensed hunters in Victoria,
Oh yeah,
you'd think there would have been trail camera footage
of something walking through. Yeah,
or a hound crew really proud of themselves
for a big cat.
with
Absolutely.
a big cat. So,
But
look,
there's supposedly one out Geelong, and I know a bloke that reckons he had one run in front of him in Listerfield.
I still
Like-
get. I'm a skeptic. I'll be honest. I can tell you what. After seeing many a black swamp wallaby crossing a road out the bush, that big long black tail sticks out a long time before that. After that body's gone into
Oh,
the scrub,
absolutely.
and it does look. Don't get me wrong. It does look like a big long cat tail,
And it's funny how there's never a good clear picture on it either.
and they're always blurry.
And they're always blurry.
But I mean, look. If you believe in those sorts of things, that's up to you.
More
That's
power
your
to
choice.
you. More power to you.
I've spent too much time out in the bush myself to think. Like I've encountered I've encountered dingoes plenty of times.
Yep.
And look, it is what it is. Some people believe it, some people don't. I believe in what I can see.
You know what? If it keeps you excited, why not?
Hey, and if it's getting you
if
outside,
it gets you outdoors,
Yeah.
go hard.
I'd be interested to hear like if anybody has gone out actually trying to chase one. Where are you looking? Why are you looking there? Sort of stuff.
Because
that
it's a
to
big
me-
black cat.
Yeah, but look, this will maybe upset a few people. I've shot some big feral cats, and I
Yeah.
can tell you, feral cats that are feral cats get big.
Oh, they're 4 times the bigger of a domestic cat.
Yeah,
The
some of
longer
them-
they've lived out there, the bigger they get.
Yeah, so look, it's a hard thing.
Yep.
'Cause you see a lot of the photos, and you go, "It's a big feral cat."
Yeah.
Yeah, the ones that are in focus. It's
Oh,
a
yeah.
big feral
Yeah, that's
cat.
just a big feral. You
Yeah.
hold it in 2 arms and you're like, yep, she's a big one.
Yeah, so I mean, I've shot some the size of foxes before.
Yep.
But that's simply because of the damage those things can do,
Oh, 100%.
and knowing that there's no cats that are pets on properties that I'm shooting on. So,
Yep.
yeah, I mean, each to your own. Like Edge of the Outback, there's a bloke on YouTube. He does a lot of pest control.
Yep.
That's his job. He does a lot of filming with thermals and night
Yeah.
vision equipment, and he shoots a lot of cats. And he said, unfortunately, every time he posts one that he'll get slammed in the comments by one or two people.
Yep.
That's someone's pet. But, yeah.
There's a massive difference between ferals and non-ferals, and it usually comes down to having a collar on there.
I believe, now don't quote me on this, I remember this from years and years ago, before my time, when we started having the rabbit problems in the past, like right back in the past. I believe the Victorian government released some cats to try and help curb the big explosions of rabbit populations.
But that's what the foxes were introduced for as well.
No, they were introduced for the landed gentry as game.
The rabbits were released for game and food. I know that much.
Yep.
So they got flooded out and they all escaped.
But you look at the acclimatisation programs that they ran. What do you think? Gippsland's full of, what are they? They're the big trees that we get all the windrows out of, the pines, cypress.
Yeah.
They've been imported to try and make it look like Ireland or the English countryside.
It's like you've said before, what is it? There is no hoofed animal native to Australia.
There is no native hoofed animals to Australia.
So you look at everything that's been introduced and
But
we could do 3 episodes on this.
This is the kettle of fish because I'm the big fan of deer, and deer in Victoria still hold the game's title.
Yeah.
No longer not a feral title like they do in Queensland.
But they're starting to edge on to being a pest declared species too. There's a lot of people pushing for that.
There's a lot of people pushing for that. Lately, I've seen posts in the biosecurity measures for New South Wales because there's been some sightings of hog deer up there.
Yeah,
now,
right.
Hog deer are one of the species that in the captured cervid industry.
Yep.
So people will have them as pets and breed them. And
No way. Really?
They can escape. Yeah. People will run red deer, fallow deer, hog deer.
As pets?
They have them in pens, yeah. Some people have them in pens.
Wow.
So, look, there's all the cervid species we have, the deer species. A lot of people farm them because
farming I get for food and hides and all that kind of stuff. I get, no problem.
Yeah.
But as a pet?
A mutual friend of ours has got he's got a Samba stag in a pen along with a couple of fallow.
Who that?
Matty.
Oh.
Yeah. So
I didn't know that.
Every time I go to his place, I'm just standing there at the fence going, if only, if only. So
nice.
Yeah. Actually, I had a phone call from him once. His young bloke by accident had left the gate open.
Oh no.
And most of his fallow got out.
Yeah.
And he's like, get up here with the gun. We're just going to harvest them and eat them.
Yep.
All right, cool. You sure? Yep. I got up there. By the time I got up there, he said they were frantic and trying to push back into the pen.
Oh, wow.
So they virtually just propped the gate open and herded them around the fence and they ran straight back in.
Stink.
So you got lucky in that regard.
Wow.
But yeah, so look, mate, I love going there because you're just watching these stags just grow and yeah.
And that's just as interesting, if not a bit more interesting, than just shooting it for food because you're actually seeing the behaviour and the ways they are.
Feeding them bread's a little bit different.
But you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Get them into fat and, make them more meat. I get that.
I think he's got them because he's the same as me. He just likes watching them as well.
Yeah,
so
that's exactly the point. Watching them in what they do and having them in front of you is a mind blower.
Yeah, oh, mate, it's insane. I was out the other day scouting for a trout fishing creek and out for a go, have a crack, saw 2 or 3 of them and nothing ate a lure at all, no matter what I changed to.
Yeah, right.
Walked a few Ks of creek.
Yeah.
Walked back to the car, thought I'll just go for a quick scoot up the road and have a look.
Yep.
And driving up the road, here's a fellow doe and her fawn having a drink down at the creek.
Awesome.
Got some footage of them sneaking off up into the scrub again. So, mate, there's deer everywhere.
It's very cool.
Oh, I love deer.
Even when you and I went up Mortimer's that time with Nemo, and seeing the deer, you took me past in the morning because I come up late. I wouldn't have seen them anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, seeing them the next day, that just
cruising around, not a care in the world.
Because they're such an animal that hides, because they're all flighty.
Yep.
It makes sense.
Well, it's the hard thing. Like a lot of them have natural predators, and then add hunting pressure and stuff like that on top of it.
Well, it's generational trauma, isn't it? Really. Like you were saying, Samba, they're afraid of tigers, basically.
Well, the main apex predator where they come from is the tiger.
So that's been trauma bred, basically. Click, I'm gone.
Yeah, look, it's interesting because, like I said, I love deer for deer, and where they take me. And that's one thing that I'll always stand by. The fact that you can see them in a state park,
Yeah.
hour away.
Yep.
Or, you know, we went out with my family for a drive. We went checking out a few more campsites.
Yeah.
And here's a Sam behind, standing on the side of the road grazing. Not a care in the world. Drove up beside her, window down, snapped a photo out of the window of it. And until I hopped out of the car to see if I could get closer, which was ridiculous, realistically, because as soon as she just seen me, she's gone.
Yeah.
But I enjoy that sneaking in on them because you look at it and go, well, these things are preyed on by a tiger and I'm 30 metres away and it doesn't know I'm here.
Yep.
Does that mean I'm better than a tiger at the moment?
I think you mentioned that in the other potty.
Yeah.
And when I heard that, I'm like, yeah, man.
Yeah,
That's epic.
That's just me having a bit of fun.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
But it's true, though. You've actually mastered the art of getting close.
Yeah, but then there's times where you don't even know they're there and they're 5 or 10 metres away from you. And
you only know because they honk and sprint.
Oh, and that honk can make you
Yep.
hit the ceiling, I tell you what.
I was up at Yarra Dam and I was cruising through and I had Dad with me at the time and we're looking through the bush looking for a bit of kindling to get a fire going.
Yeah.
At dead set, man, it would have been 10 metres from me was that massive honk and then it was like someone drove a car off the side of the hill.
Yep, through the scrub.
And all the scrub and I'm like, wow, the hairs on the back of my neck stood up and I'm just like, far out, how close was this thing?
They're such an explosive animal when they go to take off.
It was incredible.
Yep.
It was incredible.
I've been fishing out at Blue Rock with my headphones in, listening to a bit of music, just solo in the tinny,
Yeah.
chasing a few bass and working around a little inlet. And because I'm using the electric motor, it makes no noise.
No noise. Yep.
And I must have had one of my favourite songs come on, so I started singing. And then as soon as I started singing, right on the side of the
It exploded.
bank and off it took. You could see wattle tree shaking and all sorts of
That's
stuff.
epic.
But, yeah, I mean, mate, like I've said, I always enjoy just being outdoors. But,
Yep.
yeah.
We've couple of episodes ago, mate, we were talking about listener stories being in outdoors and stuff.
Yes,
On
and
that note,
I was being nasty and capping us to
you
one.
keep cutting me off, mate. This time we're getting a story in.
No, go for it, my man.
We've actually got a really long-term listener,
Yes.
and I said, listeners, give us stories, and our friend Regan Hall decided to flick us in a story, my friend.
Beautiful.
He did. And I'd like to share that one with our listeners. So Regan wrote in and said, so my first ever duck opening, and I'm up early, sitting on a log by the fire, as you do in the morning, still half asleep, when one of the boys' dogs started acting all weird and jumping around. Yeah, we both go, mm-hmm. I thought it was just excited for opening as I was. Next thing I know, I look down between my legs. Oh, stink. A 1 metre tiger snake crawls straight out of the log like it owns the place.
Well, it sort of does.
Well, at that point he does. Now, I'm not exactly an Olympic athlete first thing in the morning, but apparently if you surprise me with a tiger snake before I have a coffee, I can become one. I didn't step back. I didn't think about it. I jumped clean over the fire. Didn't even touch a coal. Absolutely perfect clearance. If there were judges there, I'd have taken gold. I landed on the other side, turned around, and the snakes just slithered off like nothing happened. Probably wondering why the humans suddenly learned how to fly. Only time in my life I've ever cleared a fire in a single jump. Turns out I can jump a metre. I just need the right motivation.
One big wiggly stick is good motivation.
Really good there, Regan. We absolutely appreciate your story, mate.
He does comment and post and share with us quite a bit as well, which is really handy for us on our socials.
And we love a good listener story because I'm sure people are sick of listening to Cam and I just prattle on about stuff we know about. So
I was asking about people getting bogged the other day. Has anybody got a good bog story as well?
Dude, I've got a story about Mitch.
Oh, well, there we go.
Mitch bent the Navara.
When?
Recently. A week ago.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
His pride and joy.
Minorly, not like no body damage, mechanically bent it.
Oh, no.
So I reckon we'll talk about that 2 episodes from now because we've got a special episode coming up.
Yes, we do. It's rolled up real quick, if you ask me.
It's our 52nd episode. That's our completely 1 year.
Official 1 year.
Hang on.
Yay! Hey! So you'll have to tune in next week for that one.
Absolutely.
So
that'll be a good listen.
Yeah, it was a good bit of fun. We have pre-recorded it and definitely worth a listen.
Definitely. Well, Cam, I think we'll wrap it up for this week, brother.
Easy done, my man. Thank you very much, Lee.
No, thank you very much, Lee, for filling in all that time while I didn't get to say a thing. It's all good.
Hey, just remember, quick phone call to a mate.
Or a text message.
Text message, a cheeky Snapchat.
I like the Snapchat because
love
it's
a cheeky
face-to-face.
Snapchat.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the number one rule is always check on your mates.
That's the one.
All right. Thank you, mate.
Cheers all.
Cheers all.